This story is about four friends. It was told to me through an email. There were four friends named James, Michael, William, and Jake. One day, the four of them decided that they would go camping in the jungle the next day and return after staying there for 2 nights. The next day, at 11 o'clock, the four friends set out with some supplies and food. As they kept walking, they reached deep inside the dense jungle, and night was about to fall. Then James said, "It's going to get dark soon. We need to find a place to set up our camp quickly." The four friends started looking for a suitable place to set up their camp. 2 hours passed, but they still could not find a good spot. William said, "Let's stay here for tonight. Tomorrow, during the day, we'll find a better place and set up our camp there." The other 3 friends agreed and said, "All right." They set up their camp. It was already 12 o'clock at night. After having dinner, all 4 friends went to sleep. However, James could not fall asleep, while Michael, William, and Jake were fast asleep. It was around 2 a.m., but James was still unable to sleep. After a while, he started hearing some strange sounds. James felt as if someone else was also present in the jungle. Eventually, he started feeling sleepy and drifted off to sleep. But only a short time later, someone threw dirt at the camp. The noise woke all 4 friends from their sleep. The 4 friends grabbed their torches and stepped outside, looking around in every direction. But there was nobody outside. 4 friends kept sitting outside and watching around. Then James told his 3 friends, "When you all fell asleep, I started hearing some strange sounds." But the 3 friends thought for a moment and said, "Dude, it could be some animals. There are a lot of wild animals living in such a dense jungle." James also replied, "Yeah, that could be possible." After a short while, they started hearing the sound of someone crying from behind them. Suddenly, all 4 friends turned around. What they saw made their condition worse with fear. The 4 friends saw a woman dressed in black clothes standing behind them. She had only one leg, and her face was turned backward. As soon as they saw her, all 4 friends started running forward in terror. While running, 3 of the friends reached the edge of a pond and realized that one of their friends had gotten separated from them. The 3 friends started shouting for their lost friend, but there was no reply. They kept calling his name again and again and started giving light signals with their flashlights. The friend who got separated was also calling out to the other 3 friends, but he was not getting any reply from them either. Meanwhile, the 3 friends sitting near the pond began talking about what they had just seen. One friend asked, "Did anyone see her face?" Another friend replied, her face was turned toward the back. At the same time, the friend who had gotten lost started hearing the voices of his 3 friends calling him. It sounded like they were telling him to come forward, but it was someone else speaking in the voices of his 3 friends, and the sound was completely clear. Then the 3 friends decided that they had to go and search for their missing friend, so they set off into the forest. After searching for some time, they finally found their lost friend. He immediately told them, "If we don't get out of this forest soon, something terrible could happen to us." The 4 friends started thinking and decided to go back to the place where they had set up their camp and check what was happening. So they headed toward the campsite. But when they arrived, they could not believe what they saw. The entire camp had disappeared without a trace. Frightened, the 4 friends quickly decided to leave the forest and started walking back the way they had come. However, after walking for a long time, they suddenly found themselves back at the same campsite again. The 4 friends were terrified. "We've come back to the same place again. Something strange is happening to us. Either we are going to die tonight or something very bad is about to happen," Michael said nervously. It was around 3 a.m. when Jake spoke up. "Let's wait a few more hours until morning. We can leave the forest at sunrise. We'll have to stay here for a little longer. We should go back to the lakeside because we can't stay here. Anything could happen at this place." The other 3 friends agreed. They walked back to the lake and sat there, waiting for the sun to rise. While waiting, all 4 friends eventually fell asleep. Soon morning arrived. The 4 friends woke up and decided it was finally time to leave the forest. They quickly got up and started walking toward the path they had originally used to enter the jungle. After walking for some distance, they reached the campsite once again, But this time, they saw that their camp was exactly where they had left it. Seeing this, the four friends decided not to stop. They left the camp behind and hurried out of the forest. Thankfully, all four friends made it home safely. And that is where the story comes to an end. If you have ever experienced a scary or paranormal event in your life, you can send it to me through email. I may turn your experience into a horror story and upload it to my channel.